Flame fam? Welcome back to Anime Talk. I'm your host, Blaze Rod, and today we're talking about something that fuels some of the greatest moments in anime. Power systems and transformations. Whether it's going Super Saiyan, unlocking Bankai, or channeling cursed energy, these moments define hype in anime. So, let's fire it up and break down these power systems and transformations. Now, the real question here is, what makes a good power system? So, not all power systems are equal. The best ones aren't just flashy. They have rules, they have limits, and creativity. That's what keeps them exciting. Even though there are some power systems that some may not make any sense and some are very questionable at times when it comes to limits. So, a good power system should include the following. They should feel balanced. No character should be unbeatable forever, even though there are a lot of characters in anime that are very OP and kind of seem like they can't be beaten. They encourage strategy. Fights aren't just about raw strength, they're about smart thinking, about intelligence, how you can turn the tides in a battle. And they should reflect the world. The powers should connect to the story's themes. So, a good example is think of Nen in Hunter x Hunter. Complex, but just logical. Or Chakra in Naruto, tied to ninja culture and spirituality. These systems keep us invested. They keep us hooked. They keep us wanting more of the story that we're invested in. So, let's just break down some of the most popular power systems and transformations in anime. So let's spotlight these fan favorite systems, starting with obviously the most iconic transformation in all of anime, Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. The transformation that defined anime hype. That golden hair glow up? Instant chills. Now of course this is the moment during the Namek saga in Dragon Ball Z, where Goku just threw the spirit bomb at Frieza. Goku and his friends thought they killed Frieza. Surprising enough, he's back, kills Piccolo, sends Krillin up and explodes him. And we just knew right then and there, Frieza was about to get the beatdown of the century. The sky turns dark on Namek, and that's very unusual because it never is night there. And storms just brew, waves crash, and you just feel the anger from Goku from a mile away. Rock starts levitating, and then that all-time iconic scream into the Super Saiyan. This is by far the most iconic transformation to ever grace anime history. And of course, it's stated that Supersonic came first before Super Saiyan. But that debate is for another conversation. What we want to pinpoint and analyze here is, this is the transformation that kicked off what it means to break the limits on certain fight styles, on certain characters. And honestly, it's just so satisfying to watch every single time. So, Super Saiyan, absolutely iconic in every way. And of course, going down the line of iconic moments when it comes to this specific transformation. You got Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. You got Goku going Super Saiyan 3 for the first time. It's stated that Sean Schemmel passed out when he recorded that. A lot of people may say controversy otherwise, but that's what I believe. And then you have many other transformations in Dragon Ball history that is so iconic, that broke the internet. Obviously, Goku going Ultra Instinct for the first time ever broke the internet. And then it's just not that Super Saiyan is iconic for Dragon Ball Z, it's iconic for all other uh, s- s- parts of anime media. You got a whole bunch of parodies mimicking Super Saiyan. Like recently, I watched an anime called 100 Girlfriends Who Really Times 5 Love You. I can't really say the actual name. I'm just saying times 5 because that's how many times really is said in the title. There is an episode where the main character and his harem, a little anime dictionary real quick. Harem is basically a group of girls. You have a lot of girls in your arsenal. I probably shouldn't say arsenal, but you get what I mean. In this episode, they have parodied a lot of animes, specifically Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go watch the anime. It's 2 seasons. It's very wacky. Also, it's probably not for younger eyes to witness. Probably if you're a little bit more mature, go watch that. But back to Super Saiyan. It's just iconic in its own way, and it just sets the spark to multiple iconic transformations in anime history. Next up, Bankai from Bleach. It's not just a power-up, it's a full-fledged manifestation of a Soul Reaper's weapon. Each one is unique, personal, and jaw-dropping. And there are a lot of examples of just jaw-dropping, groundbreaking Bankais in Bleach. I think I'm gonna have to give my all-time favorite one to Kenpachi. Because Kenpachi is just this character that really looks for a good challenge. And we have a lot of characters who just fights for the love of the game, who just fights to have a good challenge. Goku being one of them. But Kenpachi is just something different. When you look at Kenpachi's character design, you notice that there is an eye patch on his face. And you're wondering, oh, well, why does he wear an eye patch? He wears that eye patch so he hides the hidden lament power that's inside of him. Because he doesn't really use his actual full power on anyone he doesn't deem as a good challenge. But when that eye patch comes off, it's just donezo for you. It's just donezo for you. But I'm not sure that's his Bankai. Keep in mind, I've said this many times throughout these episodes of Anime Talk. I'm currently in the process of playing the new Bleach game, Rebirth for Souls, to learn about the whole world of Bleach. This is my introduction to Bleach. So I know these characters, but I don't know them fully enough. You know, I need to get more informative. I just love Kenpachi because he just has that raw energy. He just has that fight mentality. It's like, if you're not a good challenge to me, then it's not even worth my time. And there are many moments in the show where it shows that. We could get to that in another episode. But what I want to just say is Bankai is just something interesting. It's a very interesting power system to me because it not just manifests, the person itself, it manifests their weapon. It changes to a different shape of their own desire. And Bankai is definitely an interesting power system and a very iconic power system. I mean, who wouldn't want to just raise their sword and just yell, "Kate!" Like, it's just so satisfying to say. So the next power system is Nen from Hunter x Hunter. One of the most detailed power systems ever. Its rules make battles feel like chess matches with life or death stakes. Now, here's the thing. I stated that I haven't gotten fully into Hunter x Hunter, so I can't really talk. I can't really talk about Nen. But if I'm gonna talk about Nen, I'm definitely gonna have to talk about Gon from Hunter x Hunter, the main character. I mean, what other character based some of their attacks off a game of rock, paper, scissors? Besides Goku from original Dragon Ball. Because he literally has an attack called rock, paper, scissors. But Gon is an interesting case when it comes to channeling Nen. And a good example of Gon's ability to really learn the manifestation of Nen is when I think it was like a dodgeball match, and this dude was about to throw this dodgeball at Gon, and he said, "Give me your everything," and Gon was like, "I bet." Channels all of his Nen into one punch, looking like he was about to catch a body. And the dude was like, "Oh, no. I was like, okay, hold on. That's enough. So that's just a quick example of Nen being displayed in Hunter x Hunter. There are plenty other moments that Nen is displayed, but I'm just not knowledgeable enough for Hunter x Hunter. I definitely want to learn more about the world of Hunter x Hunter. Like I said, there are so many animes that I myself am still learning about and still, trying to indulge the world of. I'm a big anime fan, but there are still some animes that I don't even know about. But I created this podcast because I wanted to talk about the ones that just define it. And even the ones that I don't even know of, I still want to talk about them. And Hunter x Hunter is one of those animes. And Nen is a very interesting power system. It's a complex one, but it's one that we can learn about. So the next power system is Devil Fruits from One Piece. Eat a fruit, gain a power, but unfortunately lose the ability to swim. Simple, right? But the creativity of your Devil Fruit is limitless. From Luffy's rubber body to Law's surgical powers, it never gets old. So, Devil Fruits. Obviously, the name is very questionable to a person like me. It's like Devil Fruits, like, okay, eat the fruit of the devil. I don't want that, but Devil Fruits are very interesting because you really don't know. It's kind of like quirks from My Hero Academia. You don't know what quirk you're gonna get born with. That's the same with Devil Fruits. You don't know what fruit power you're going to get once you eat this fruit. And of course, the only drawback of this fruit is you lose your ability to swim. Which, unfortunately, Luffy has defied the laws of his fruit to an extent. If you know, then you know. I'll give you a hint. Wano arc. You can thank me later. But Devil Fruits are very creative. Every single person I have seen, every single character that I have seen in One Piece, when they use their Devil Fruit, is very creative with their Devil Fruits. And Luffy is just one of the great examples of his use of his Devil Fruit. Because, number one, he's unpredictable. You never know what you're going to get when Luffy fights. You don't know if he's going to do something goofy. You don't know if he's going to do something stupid. You don't know if he's going to do something weird. Like one of the many examples of Luffy's creativity with his Devil Fruit is, I think it was in a movie. Luffy goes up into the air, sees this giant building, and says, I'm about to launch my arms to give myself some support. And then I'm going to spin as fast as I can and turn into a giant buzzsaw. and cut down the middle. If it wasn't for Sanji and Zoro stopping Luffy at the exact moment that he should, Luffy probably could have went all the way down to Earth's core and destroyed it. That's how unpredictable Luffy is. And it only gets more unpredictable with the forms that he has created, known as gears. You know, you got Gear Second, has the blood in his body circulating to form heat that gives him amplified speed. Then you got Gear Third, where he turns a specific part of his body just super big, like a giant. Then you got Gear 4, and Gear 4 has three specific forms. You got Bounce Man, where he literally has to bounce, but he propels himself. Like, you really just don't know what you're gonna get. Then you got Tank Man, where that was during the Whole Cake arc, where he ate a whole bunch of sweets, got fat, and decided to go Gear 4 and name that Tank Man. It's a goofy design, but its functions just sort of works. You know what I mean? It's stupid, it's unpredictable, but it still works. And then you got Gear 4 Snake Man, which he's a little bit more slimmer. You know, he's got much more agility, and his, you know, in the speed in his attacks are amplified again. And then obviously it all comes full circle with Gear 5. Like, come on, you give the goofiest character in the entire show Toon Force, you're gonna get a whole bunch of tomfoolery. You're gonna get a whole bunch of that. Every single fight I have seen with Luffy when he is in Gear 5 is just absolutely disrespectful and unpredictable. Like, how could you turn... Like, how disrespectful do you have to be to turn the strongest pirate, one of the strongest pirates in the entire universe, into a jump rope? And then recently, you know, spoilers ahead for One Piece, current One Piece. If anyone has not caught up with the manga or has not watched the anime, this is your spoiler warning. If you don't care for spoiler warnings, then that's totally fine by me. But anyways, here we go. How disrespectful do you have to be to turn one of the most strongest admirals of the Navy and one of the most powerful forces in the entire universe, clap them together and turn them into paper, and then not only that, proceed to spin them on your fingers like pizza dough and then just launch them to Kingdom Come? That is how absurd Gear 5 Luffy is. And I could talk about Luffy a bunch, but I want to talk about, you know, other characters in One Piece that have a much creative thoughts, creative ideas with their devil fruit. Law is one of them. You know, switching between two objects to like dodge projectiles coming his way. In the Wano arc, he learns a new special move where he literally can silence somebody, and Big Mom is a great example for this new ability to be used, is because Big Mom has this move called you know, I guess it's called like a penance. If you when she says stay, like, I think it's like life or death, kind of like that. But she says, you know, she has other variations of how she says it. But the thing is, if you even show a shred of fear towards Big Mom, she can steal your lifespan. She could go to the point where she could literally just steal your whole life. And of course, that's why my boy Jinbe is the GOAT. Because when she did that, he's like, life, I don't fear you. Why should I fear a mere emperor? You a thing of the past. I can't fear something of the past. No way, Jose. But Law's new ability, Silence, literally just silences Big Mom, so she can't even activate her penance. She can't even say stay her life. Like, she can't even take someone's lifespan. Because guess what? Law just silenced her. And him and Kid sent her 6 feet under some lava. And then Luffy and Gear 5 did the same thing to Kaido. So, you know, they're both swimming in lava. In peace. And there were plenty of other characters in One Piece that has just total creativity over their devil fruits. I could literally talk on and on about devil fruits. But you know, I'm very limited on time, so we're just gonna speed past that. But devil fruits are one of the most creative power systems in anime history. The possibilities are endless when it comes to devil fruits. Next up is Cursed Energy from Jujutsu Kaisen. Dark, dangerous, and versatile. Watching how characters manipulate cursed energy from Black Flash to domain expansions is pure adrenaline. And here's the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen's power system. Back then, during season 2, season 1, the first 2 seasons of the Jujutsu Kaisen anime. Good lord, that is hard to say. Very fast. But back in the first 2 seasons, it's been stated that Cursed Energy has been the most complex power system to ever understand in all of anime history. Because you got Cursed Energy, you got Reverse Cursed Energy, you got I think it's called a something exchange. I can't remember the actual name of it, but then you got domain expansions, you got Black Flash on how you need to have 0.1 second accuracy to land a perfected Black Flash, and then domain expansion, you know, it's kind of just like that veil that you're surrounded with, and you know, you can't break out of a domain expansion even though Yuji has, and someone can counteract your domain expansion with their domain expansion. That's what Gojo did to Jogo when Jogo activated his domain expansion, and Gojo was like, Oi Tenkai Myo Kusho, which for anyone who doesn't know Japanese, that is Japanese for domain expansion infinite void. I'm learning Japanese. Duolingo. Thank you. So there's really not much I can talk about when it comes to Cursed Energy in Jujutsu Kaisen, because I still don't even understand it to this day. I mean, the best that I can describe power system in Jujutsu Kaisen is when Gojo, you know, almost got defeated by Toji, but he used his Cursed Energy to reverse it. So it was like minus energy plus energy retracting each other to heal his wounds. That's how Gojo was able to just get up like nothing happened. Like Toji didn't just mutilized him. So Cursed Energy is definitely a very interesting but extremely complex if you really don't understand what they're talking about when it comes to Jujutsu Kaisen. But it's still a very interesting power system to learn. And next up, you got Titan Shifters from Attack on Titan. Not just transformations, but ones tied to history, tragedy, and war. Every shift feels monumental. Boy, what can we talk about Titan transformations? They're just iconic in his own way. From Eren turning into a Titan for the first time, or basically Eren showing us his Titan form for the very first time, to Annie revealing her female Titan, to the Beast Titan. Oh my god, when the Beast Titan showed up, we thought it was just crazy. How he just showed up, crumpled a bunch of rocks and flinged it like he was playing baseball. And also Also, I probably forgot to mention that most of these that I'm talking about are like spoilers. So if you haven't watched these animes, then you're probably gonna get spoiled on some things. But if you don't care about spoilers, that's totally fine with me. Because if I am the way that you get invested or intrigued to these certain animes, then that's, by all means, that's fine with me. But Titan Shifters, to keep it very simple, it's a very interesting concept of transforming into the being that is basically ending your entire race. And that's also shown in Kaiju number 8, when Kafka, the main character of the show, gets a kaiju parasite inside him, and that allows him to become a kaiju. He literally became something that has been terrorizing his entire town and probably over the entire world for God knows how many years. And that's why I love the concept of Kaiju number 8, because it's basically if you took One Punch Man, Parasite, and Attack on Titan, fuse them together. Oh, and basically just add a droplet of Godzilla in there. You got Kaiju number 8. And may I tell you, it is an absolute just spectacle to witness. If you have not watched Kaiju number 8 yet, I really highly advise you to go get yourself a Crunchyroll membership, whatever membership you can get, and go watch Kaiju number 8. It is absolutely amazing. It has comedy, it has action, it has emotion, it has it all. I highly recommend Kaiju number 8. But yeah, Titan Shifters, same concept. People transforming into these beings that are literally the bane of humanity. And it's very controversial because it's just like you could turn into something that we have been fighting for years. You do know that's very risky, right? Because now we're gonna think very differently of you. Are you gonna try to kill us now? Like, what's going on? But yeah, Titan Shifters, very cool transformation. And very interesting power system when everything comes full circle as the story progresses. So here's the question: why do transformations hit so hard? Let's be real. Transformations give us goosebumps. Why? Well, number one, they're emotional payoffs, and number two, they're just absolutely awesome to watch. I mean, what's there not to love? They usually come when the hero is cornered, when they groan emotionally, or when the stakes are at their highest. That's when I describe Goku going Super Saiyan. Two of his best friends just got killed, and it's like, okay, you set me off the edge. We're about to go now. And then Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. Cell was pressing him, just trying every single way to get that anger to just flow out from Gohan. From creating a whole bunch of Cell Juniors to beat up his family and friends to destroying 16. That was the breaking point. Gohan was like, okay, you done messed up. Here's Super Saiyan 2. You asked for this. Don't apologize to me later. It's just that crucial moment where they're backed into the corner and it's like, okay, I have no other options, so I'm just gonna pull this out. You asked for this. So, like again, think of Goku turning Super Saiyan after Krillin's death, Deku going 100% with Eri on his back. Literally no options left. He probably used everything in his arsenal, but once he realized Eri has like a rewind quirk, he literally was like, oh wait. This is good. Because I can use her quirk, go 100%, I'm gonna get a lot of broken bones, but she's just gonna repair that. I'm all good. Like, we just gonna go all out on this. These aren't just power-ups. They're storytelling peaks. And that is why transformations live rent-free in our memories forever. And okay, that wraps up today's episode. Power systems and transformations aren't just cool tricks. They're the moments that make anime legendary. And I'm sorry I didn't have a question of the day for last episode. So I'm gonna hit you with 2 questions to make up for it. Number 1, from the previous episode, who is your all-time favorite anime hero or anime protagonist? And the second question is, what transformation from an anime is something that you just never forget? Every time you turn it on to watch it, it just gives you that hype. Kind of like that hype when you watch Captain America saying Avengers Assemble from Avengers Endgame. What is that transformation? Please comment it down below. I'm gonna put up a poll for it. Not a poll, a post for it, so you can answer on your own behalf. And please join the Discord to give me your answers. So on the next time on Anime Talk, we'll keep the energy going and explore the role of rival characters in anime, because every hero needs someone to push them further. Until then, stay powered up, stay transformed, and keep that fire blazing bright. I'm BlazeRod, and this was another episode of Anime Talk.